We begin with continuing coverage. The vandalism of a historic cemetery in the capital city has many outraged, including some local city leaders.
NBC Local 33's Kennedy Walker joins us in studio tonight. And Kennedy, what are people saying about this heinous crime?
Many people are upset after seeing this graffiti completely plastered on the sign of the Sweet Olive Cemetery, which according to its website is the first cemetery for African Americans in Baton Rouge. I spoke to one councilwoman who says this crime affects her personally. Tuesday morning, Councilwoman Tara Wicker was awoken to this graffiti completely covering the sign on the capital city's first cemetery for African Americans.
This is just completely inexcusable. It's disrespectful. This is at one time where the only place that African Americans could be buried.
This eyesore of black and red spray paint now the first thing anyone sees before entering the graveyard.
This is part of our history and our culture. It's not something that should ever be messed with or defaced.
Wicker says this affects her personally. Here she shows me where her great-grandmother, Sylvia Miles, was buried in 1959. She says knowing someone would commit a crime in an area where loved ones are supposed to be resting in peace is despicable.
From a personal perspective, for someone to do something like that is just it's one of the most meanest things that someone can do, and it's uncalled for, and we're pleading that it stops.
This isn't the first time a crime has been committed at the Sweet Olive Cemetery. Last year, 22-year-old Caleb Davis was arrested after he destroyed headstones and stole remains from a grave. The Baton Rouge Police Department says they are investigating the incident, and they believe the person responsible for this has committed similar crimes in the same area. Wicker says she's grateful the police are working on the case and asks the community to say something if they see something.
There's enough eyes on these prominent streets day and night that somebody has to see something, and we're just asking that you come together, gather that information and turn it into the police.
And I did reach out to the manager of the cemetery, who said he did not want to be interviewed because he was too distraught to speak. He says the Sweet Olive Cemetery is a historical treasure, and when he found out what happened, he was devastated. Anyone who has any information is urged to call Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP. Reporting in the studio, Kennedy Walker, NBC Local 33 News.